I can't afford Hermes and neither can you. And here's why. So I recently was reading an article on Fortune magazine all about how Hermes has raised prices 8 to 9 and almost 10% after seeing increases of 10% in the past couple quarters of last year. And this is on top of all of the other success that they've seen across 2023 and in years previous. So in this article, it makes some really interesting points. And essentially, it's basically claiming that while other luxury brands, including LVMH, are raising prices because of declines in their profitability over the past couple of quarters, especially towards the end of 2023, Hermes is kind of in a league of its own, meaning they're raising prices because they can. So, in order to combat the desirability and the steady demand, they're raising prices just to sort of help weed people out, essentially, and how people who want their goods are essentially affable enough that they can afford to purchase them regardless. Now, this is ridiculous, and I was thinking about doing a video all about my 2024 Hermes wish list. And while I do have a wish list that I, am planning to do a video about, it kind of put a sour taste in my mouth because, essentially, they're just raising prices because they can. And so everything on that wish list now has a sizable increase in price as of the beginning of this year, just because they can. And it's so hard to stomach that kind of thing when there's not really a good reason other than corporate greed, essentially. Now, I do love Hermes as a brand. I love that it's family owned. I love that they have a deep commitment to quality. And so if I am going to be continuing to purchase luxury goods, it is still my preferred brand. But yeah, the whole thing is just really turning me off to purchasing anything at retail prices. I know that A Briefcase of Luxury just did a recent video that I thought was fabulous, all about Hermes's price increases and kind of, saying, well, that's it. I think my Hermes journey is over because I can't really stomach these prices. If they're raising prices by 10%, are we all seeing increases in our income of 10% a year? No. Unless you are switching jobs aggressively or you are in a market where you just are in a very affluent position, we are not seeing increases to our income in ways that keep pace with the increases that we're seeing in these boutiques. And so as a result, it makes it one of those things where you really have to just make up your mind that you're willing to spend this much money just on the off chance of being offered a Birkin or Kelly. And honestly, I kind of would rather go the preloved route if I'm going to be getting one of those quota bags. I've gone the preloved route on several pieces thus far, but right now my Hermes collection is about half and half. Half things that I've gotten preloved, half things that I've gotten from the boutique. And while there are things that I would still like to get from the boutique, I don't know. I just, my family, between my husband and I, we make a really good income, and we are in about the top 5% of people, in the United States. Like, we are extremely blessed to be in the position that we are in and have the opportunities that we do, and to be able to have funds that we can use for luxury items. But if the items keep getting this expensive, the amount of money that we have to devote to those luxury items does not continue to keep pace. And so it's very difficult to justify the in-store spend when this is the situation. So for me, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm feeling very reflective and in a very real sense. If this keeps up, I can't afford Hermes, at least not to buy exclusively from the boutique. I think that's ridiculous. I'm going to continue to buy pre-loved when I find good deals on things pre-loved. And that will certainly satisfy my itch for having some of these lovely items in my life and in my collection. And personally, if that means that it takes me ages to get a quota bag in store, or if I never get offered a quota bag in store, you know what? I'm just gonna save up and purchase it pre-loved, because I am also starting to get really sick of the game. So I will do a different video all about kind of my journey in the game thus far and what it has been like for me. But for the most part, yeah, I think that these things are becoming so untenable that it's ridiculous for anybody to follow the trends or to be working towards a quota bag purchase unless you are truly in the top 1% or higher. So if that's you, kudos, more power to you. But, you know, from sitting pretty in my position, it's, you know, we have better things to spend our money on, to be honest. And thus I am coming at you from the little kitchenette in our ski condo. I'm on a ski vacation with my family to film this video. So hence I'm just holding my camera and chatting with you from one of my Hermes bags that I brought on this trip. But yeah, so this has been my think piece while I kind of ponder this article that, you know, I'm inserting clips here for you, and it literally came out today, and I'm soured on it. What can I tell you? It's very disheartening. So I don't know what you all think, but I encourage you to check out the Fortune article yourselves. And yeah, I don't know. I think that for people who are on a low buy year like me, it's going to lead to some different kinds of choices. So stay tuned, more to come. But anyway, I'm glad that you've hung in here for this chatty video, and would love to have you back. So if you like content around luxury items, and especially if you're interested in making sustainable choices around luxury and making smart, fun, and functional purchases, then join me at Wedding Chic, and we will have a lot more to talk about in the future. So I hope wherever you are in the world today, that you're having a great day. Do something to help yourself smile today, and I will see you in my next one. All right, bye.